Hi guys, welcome back. This is Erin from Painting Those Piggies, and today I have part one of my Sephora haul. That does sound scary, but I promise I didn't order a ton of things. I'm just waiting for the second half of my order to come in the mail. I also have two things that I didn't order during the Sephora sale, but I'll include them in the next one just because there's more products in this first shipment that I did get. So here is my little box that came in the mail the other day. I've been so busy this week that I haven't even had time to play with them, look at them, open them, or anything. So it's just been sitting in the box because of busyness, and so I wanted to film part one of this video and show you the products that I got. So as of today, when this video should be going up, it will be the last day of the sale to get 15% off at Sephora. I know you guys know all about the sale, so I'm not going to talk about it, but I did order some products. A lot of them were more practical. This time around, I feel like I was much more aware of how much I was spending, what I was buying, especially now that I've decluttered my makeup collection and pared it down to things that I really like and gotten rid of things that I never use or don't care for. I feel like that made me a lot more aware of what I was actually buying. So I kind of tried to stick on the more practical side, which is not like super exciting for a haul, but let's just get right into it. We'll start with the more practical things. The first thing I picked up was a new beauty blender. I do have a fairly new one, but ever since I discovered the beauty blender, I freaking love it. It's all I use to apply my foundation, and so I figured one was just not enough, so I got my little backup. I'm kind of debating getting the soap for it. If you guys have ever used either the liquid soap or the little circular soap that you rub onto it, please let me know what you think of that soap today so that I can decide whether or not to order it. I did wash my other one with bar soap, and the first time I did it, it was fine, but the second time had a lot more product on it, and I had been using it for like 2 weeks, and so a lot of the pink color came out, and I feel like it's very faded and didn't really get rid of all the stains. So if you have familiarity with the soap, please let me know what you guys think of it. So there's my first practical item. Next practical item is a product that I have gone through an entire tube of, and I've talked about it in favorites. This is the Jack Black Intensive Therapy Intensive Therapy Lip Balm, and this is the Shea Butter and Vitamin E flavor, I guess. I've gone through a full one of the mint, and I currently have about half of the blackberry and tea scent. The blackberry is my favorite. I'm a little torn on the, I almost said shades, on the flavors and the scents because I hate citrus so bad, and a lot of them are citrus. There's like a grapefruit one, I can't think of the other ones, but a lot of them, a lemon one, I don't like citrus. So I decided to go with this one. I've been keeping the blackberry one in my purse for when I'm at work. I'll just slap it on, even though it is thick, but my lips get so chapped at work, especially if I'm there for like 10 hours and don't apply anything on my lips. So I've been keeping that one in my bag, but I used to use this every night before bed, just put it on my lips and it was fine. It's sink in overnight and I love it. But since I put one in my purse, I haven't had one to put on, and so I ended up getting this one. I don't know if it smells or not. I would assume not. I mean, it's shea butter and vitamin E, so I assume it's pretty neutral, but I just love these lip balms. Next up, another practical item. I have a Clairisonic, but I misplaced all my brush heads. I thought I had like 3 more brush heads to try. I bought them 1 year during the Nordstrom whatever anniversary sale, and I cannot find them anywhere. I ended up finding my missing makeup, but I cannot find those Clairisonic brush heads. So I've been wanting to use my Clairisonic, especially since I've been wearing a lot more makeup, and it just seems like a good idea to cleanse everything off the skin. So I ended up buying my favorite brush head. It's the more expensive one, but I just love this. It is the Clairisonic Luxe, no. It's the Clairisonic Luxe Cashmere Cleanse brush head. It's the one that is just like super buttery soft. I think it's $30, but honestly, it is the most amazing brush head. It is slightly longer than the regular brush heads. So here is what it looks like. It's got these very fluffy soft bristles, and it's just like the softest feeling. I have tried a bunch of different brush heads from Clairisonic. I like the regular one. The Acne Deep Pore Cleanser one with the blue ring around it is my least favorite, but this one is definitely my favorite. I know it's pricier, but I just love how this makes my skin feel. And I don't need it for like removing makeup, because I remove my makeup with either micellar water or a cleansing cloth before. So this really is not for like getting tons of makeup off, but just a really good cleanse on the skin. Next up, another practical item. I have two more practical and two kind of fun items. This is the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil, and this is a pretty big container. I feel like my last one was kind of like a sample size mineral veil. What I use this for is setting my under eyes, and I know it's probably a little bit ridiculous to set your under eyes with a completely different powder, but honestly, this just works for me. It's I got the original one. Here is what it looks like, and it's a very pale color. I know they have Well Rested, which is meant for the under eyes, but it's too yellow on my fair skin, and this one's just like almost like a translucent, barely there color, and it looks so good under my eyes. And so now that I've reached 30, I feel like my under eyes are just always so dry, and I feel like every eye cream I try gives me an allergic reaction. So I haven't found an eye cream that's kind of for more sensitive skin and that I can really put underneath my eyes or even on my eyes without them just like puffing out of my head. So I have dry under eyes now, and this powder just makes it so it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't settle in the fine lines. So I really enjoy this powder. I've gone through another one before, but I haven't had it for a while, and I really did miss it. Next up is something I wanted to try forever, and now that I see that they have smaller sizes, that's why I decided to buy it. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and this is the Mattifying Primer. I have had one heck of a journey with primers. I still don't have one I like, which I've tried a bunch, but I don't have any that I actually feel benefit my skin. So I have oily skin, I have visible pores, I don't really have acne, but I do have some fine lines, and so I struggled between this one and the smoothing one because I wanted smoothing for pores, but if I think pores versus oil, the oil is the bigger problem. So I found this little mini size, and that's what I ended up getting. I have not tried it yet. I actually haven't tried any of these products yet, except the ones that are just repurchases, but I'm interested to see if this does anything for my skin or if it's just another primer that's not gonna work for me. But I've heard good things about it, so I'm really crossing my fingers on this one. So now I finally have two more fun products. I had a couple other products in my cart, but they sold out the first day when the Rouges were shopping. I wanted to get the Stila liquid eyeshadows in the new colors. There's like a purple, a pink, and a blue. I wanted to get the purple one, but that sold out super fast. I also wanted to get the vanilla, I can't remember what it's called, comp something perfume, and that every size sold out of that. So I didn't get either of those, but the more fun things I got, the first thing is the Too Faced Sweetheart Bronzer, and I don't know what this is about this bronzer, but I just think it looks gorgeous. I don't mind shimmer in my bronzer. I think it livens up my skin, especially since I prefer to be very matte, so sometimes a shimmery bronzer really does look good. I love these little Sweethearts products. The only other one I have is this orangey one, which is in Perfect Flush Blush Sparkling Bellini. It's the orange one. I do like it. It's not my favorite, but I think it's a gorgeous color. So I wanted to get this to try it for summer. Especially since summer, I think sparkling bronzer is more appropriate. So here is what it looks like, and what really appealed to me is that there is a lighter side. It actually looks a little bit darker than I thought it was going to be. I thought this lighter side was lighter than it is, but something about it just looks really pretty to me, and I'm excited to try it. I was torn on that and the Hoola Light Bronzer. I find that Benefit's Hoola is a little bit too dark for me. I know we are coming into spring and summer, which is why I didn't buy it. I'll probably buy it in November when the 20% off sale comes on, because I have a heck of a time with bronzers because I'm so fair. I know that Benefit came out with a whole cheek palette that had this blush and Hoola Light in it, but it's just not practical for travel, and I didn't want another dandelion. I have Rockateur, which I finally tried and I love, but it just wasn't practical to travel with. So I ended up getting the little one. This is the Gal-ifornia blush by Benefit. I love this packaging. I grew up in California for a few years, and so California will always have a place in my heart, but this packaging is just absolutely stunning. This is actually the very first Benefit boxed blush, like individual, that I have. I had a tiny little Hoola that is just almost obliterated, and I have the cheek palette from last year, but this is my first little box blush. Packaging definitely does it for me. You open it, it's got a little mirror and a brush, and here is what the blush looks like. I know the gold is an overspray, which honestly doesn't bother me since I don't care for gold, but underneath is a really pink, almost like peachy coral blush, and I think it's gonna be gorgeous for summer. Again, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really excited. It keeps fluctuating between like 40 degrees, 80 degrees, really windy, or raining. So we haven't had the best spring weather, but this I just think is gonna be stunning. So that is everything in my part 1 Sephora haul. Like I said before, I have more coming, not a ton of products, but the second half will have 2 new palettes in it, so I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I'm just waiting for them to come in the mail. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.